Okay, I'm back. Card. I was distracted. I left the card in the ATM machine. Nice job. Nice job. Oh wow. So, yep. Gonna be able to try to do both. I mean, I'm probably not gonna be around during the day very much as far as the new business and the channel. I gotta get out of that apartment. I gotta get out. I gotta do something. I gotta build something. And Charlene is so good. She is so good at this shit. You know, she left the other art, the new art gallery, the art gallery she's at. Her new boss was just getting way too weird and way undervalued her. You know, he was paying her $15 an hour to basically to be his co-owner. He was so freaking not abusive, just arrogant and obnoxious, and just lied about, he made promises to her and then said he never made them. Like, just a sociopath, just a pure sociopath. And I told her, just go. Like, we're good for now. Go. And what she found is she went back to, she found another serving job because she enjoyed it, because she enjoyed not having to deal. She didn't want to deal with the fucking bullshit again, you know. So she's in this other place around the corner, you know, restaurant with live bands. It's a really, really cool place. And, you know, she is liking it. A lot. So that's what I was actually doing, depositing her some of her tips in the ATM. But now see, when everything's going good, that's when something always happens. Charlene had an accident, not with a car, obviously, not again. She was walking down the stairs in our outside in our complex, and it was raining. And the stairs of the building I live in now, the new one, not even new, I've been there a while. Okay, they repainted them a while. They repainted them last year, and when they repainted them, it became an ice. The stairs became an ice rink when it rained. And the first girl to fall was like a year and a half ago, and she was in an apartment across, and Charlene saw her fall and saw her go down, and you know, and I saw, when I got out, I saw her getting back up, and I went across to the office, and I told them, like, look, those things are, you know, so and so fell, and they're like, yeah, we saw it on the camera. You know, they said she should lose weight. I'm like, look, I've almost broken my ass going down because they're slippery. I'm like, you need to put like those black strips, those grab strips on the front of those steps. And that's just like, all right, that's not a bad idea. And they went out and they did it. Like, the next day, those strips were on there, and that kind of solved the problem. Well, then they decided to change the color of the buildings. Okay, and so they had to repaint it again. Okay. This time they changed the floor coloring, and it's even worse. So when they repainted it, they pulled up the black strips, repainted it, okay? And it was even worse. 2 more people fall. So I go back across the street, okay? I go back across the street and say, hey, you got to put those black strips down. People are falling on their ass again. And they're like, well, our maintenance supervisor told us that that's no slip paint. I'm like, well, I don't care what he says. People are slipping. People are slipping and falling. I'm like, she's like, yeah, I know. She's like, we already got 3 people who fell. I'm like, well, what do you think? People want to fall? Jesus. Line for Dunkin' Donuts all the way out to commercial. So she's like, all right, you're right. She's like, I'm going to send them over to put the strips back on. So that afternoon, here's the maintenance supervisor who's standing there with his hands on his hips, all pissed off. He's like, I don't understand why they're making me put these on. This is no slip paint. I'm like, listen, dude, like, it's not working. It's not working. And he's there, like, rubbing his foot. I'm like, the ground's not wet. Come here when the ground's wet. He's like, well, I'm not putting them on. This is no stick paint. And I'm like, well, more people are going to fall down those stairs then. And he's like, I just walked away. Just walks away. Another girl falls. They don't put the strips back on. And then a couple days ago, Euphry goes, she's like, I'm going to the gym, go tanning. Comes right back in. She's like, I just went down the stairs. What? What? And she's all, scraped and like, and the officer I call, and I'm like, because I'm like, Euphry just fell down the stairs. Like, uh-oh. It's because I'm the one who's been making the issue. Uh-oh. Wrong unit to have this happen in. Wrong unit. And she was over in 30 seconds with the accident replay. She's like, do you want to go to the hospital? And you're just like, I'm hyped on Charlene, I'm hyped on adrenaline. Like, I just want to relax. And she's hard-headed. I'm hard-headed, because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking we're paying $300 less than anyone else in this complex because we've been here for so long. And now if we could make a claim or if we want to do something, they're not gonna renew our lease. I mean, this is where my thinking is. Her thinking is, I don't want to go to a hospital. I don't want nothing to do with a hospital, right now. She's like, just give me a couple days. I don't want to miss work, on and on. So, next day, she's like, I think I'm all right. I think it hurts. And then it's going on. And we're expecting a call from the insurance company because the office manager, the insurance company is going to handle this. Now, I've worked in claims because, with Macy's and in IKEA, loss prevention handled accidents and handled claims. And we dealt with, Macy's were self-insured, so it was Federated Claims calling them, okay? And at IKEA it was Liberty Mutual. Any fucking accident, okay, you are in contact with the victim, okay, within 24 hours. Because I'm saying if we're going to go to the hospital and we're going to talk to the insurance company first, okay, go to there so there's no fucking with bills and all that. Still to this day, haven't heard. So yesterday it was like, that's it. So finally, actually, she's like, just take me to the ER. Like 2 days ago, just take me to the ER. I want to get checked out. And all her fears were confirmed at the ER. First of all, the ER was completely empty. Empty. Holy Cross. Empty. And they didn't take her seriously. They're like, she's like, they treated me like I'm a junkie trying to get pills. I'm just trying to find out where the pain is coming from. She's like, I can't even use the bathroom. Like, it's all muscular. She's like, I know there's nothing, but there's something else wrong. Like, there's something wrong. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably internal. You got like a hip flexor. You got something going on. So yesterday that was it. Called, searched around, talked to a friend who was in a drunk driving accident, hit by a drunk driver. What attorney did you use? Yada yada. Within an hour, you hire a personal injury lawyer. Because, and when we were telling them, these are all documented cases, all these other people falling. All of it is documented. There were witnesses to Charlene falling here. They're like, how many? I'm like, there's at least 4. I think there's as many as 6 people who have fallen. And they're like, and your wife's the last. Yes. They're like, they are so liable. They are so liable. Like, so they're setting up with, Charlene with doctors for MRI to get checked out properly, obviously, because now they'll handle it. They'll send all the bills to the insurance company, and if they're gonna throw us out over this, when our lease is up, we'll deal with it then. That's what the new business venture is for anyway. is so we can, you know, get up out of here. So, a lot going on. So, after I post these 2 videos, I'll be getting right to the queue, which is not very long. So, I'm going to try to blow through that, set up whatever Skypes I have in the queue as well, and we'll go from there. But the channel will go on in some way, shape, or form. You know, I'll always try to help as many people as I can. You know, it's just become dark and wearing after all these years. And the reality is, with all my obligations to Erin paid off, okay, I've proven everything I've needed to prove with this damn channel. I'll never be able to shut up completely. I like the sound of my voice too much. I'm gonna have to talk politics because, you know, with the stuff that's going on, it's just what it is, you know. So that's where I'm at. The channel's back. Gonna be making videos. So if you want to get in, if you want to support this in any way, shape, or form, you know what to do. For those of you who've been patient, who have supported and continue to support, thank you. You know. And understand, when you either contribute to the channel or send in a story, your stories give a lot of broken people validation. A lot. Okay, people you'll never know about, never meet, that I don't, it's just what it is. It's just what it is. So everybody who makes this channel do what it does, is valuable. So I appreciate that. All right, everybody, that's it. I'm about to go in, get to work, and see you all then. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism.